Welcome back to Quantreef.com. Bitcoin sitting right around 63,088, parked almost dead on session VWAP, which is exactly why this area's worth slowing down on. We're covering liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, Fibonacci, fair value gaps, positioning, and the likely path over the next several hours. Let's get into it. Price is at 63,088, basically glued to session VWAP at 63,093, so no real edge there. The two anchored VWAPs, from the swing high near 63,189 and the swing low near 62,968, sit either side of price, boxing it into a tight range. That's a neutral, indecisive tape. Neither buyers nor sellers are controlling acceptance yet. The liquidation data itself is thin right now, but the structure around it tells the story. The strongest resting size sits just above at the 63,260 area and just below near 62,800, both 4-hour pivots. Price often gets pulled toward these pools before reversing, because that's where stops cluster and where market makers can fill size without moving price too far first. On the panel right now, resistance above sits at the 4-hour swing high, 63,118, then the stop-loss level at 63,718. Support below comes in at target 1, 62,385, then target 2 at 61,439, and target 3 down at 60,492. Given how tight structure strength reads, the swing high at 63,118 is the more likely first test. A clean reclaim above it invalidates the softer, range-bound read. Above price, the nearest fair value gap runs from 62,998 up to 63,302, already over 80% filled, so it's more of a magnet on the way up than a fresh target. The next one up near 64,354 to 64,959 is far less filled and a stronger draw longer term. On the Fibonacci side, price sits right on the 0.618 retracement at 63,074, acting as the pivot. The market's more likely to react to that fib level first, since it's closer and it's exactly where price is coiling. The card grades this a watch, with N at 77 and HTS at 54. Readiness is decent but hasn't cleared the bar. Trend and structure, and volume and liquidity, are carrying the score, while statistical volatility and macro regime drag it down hard. Retail and top account long percentages aren't printing, but the 4-hour taker split shows 42% long against 58% short, meaning short sellers have been more aggressive into this chop. A squeeze higher would catch them offside first. With price wedged between VWAP and the 0.618 fib, the more crowded short taker flow suggests any push through 63,118 could run stops toward the 63,260 resistance fast. If sellers instead hold that line, look for a slide back toward the 62,810 to 62,707 support cluster, where the long entry near 62,861 sits. Reach odds favor that long level, printing 70 and 81% over 12 and 24 hours. Bullish case confirms on acceptance above 63,260, invalidated back below 62,810. Bearish case confirms losing 62,810, invalidated by a reclaim of 63,118. So we're sitting right at a decision point, and whichever side takes the next liquidity pool, the fib pivot above or the 62,810 shelf below, probably sets the tone for the next few hours. If this kind of structure, probability and liquidity read is useful, give the video a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer read across over 100 coins, with a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.